Hey everybody, how's it going? In today's video, let's take a quick look at the Motorsport series. This new Audi A5 Touring from the year 2012 is featured in, called Legacy of Performance. You will find it, of course, in Motorsport section under the subcategory of Eurotrack Masters, in the series called Legacy of Performance. Right, so this car, of course, I won it through the limited series that is currently featured in the current round. What are we on? Round 7 of Season 4. So that cost me a bit of gold, 340 gold total, to win this car, but that allows me to make some decent progress in this series. I should be able to get through 75% completion and then some. Which means I will be able to win some 40 some gold additional. So yeah, and yeah, Eurotrack Masters. It felt like a sort of an abandoned series for a while until they threw in this new one, which is kind of nice. So this series, of course, has an exhibition series which features the Beamer, right, and the Mercedes from a while ago, and exhibition series. You don't need to own the car. The both cars are on loan, so you can actually 100% complete that series without necessarily owning any of the cars here. Of course, that's not the new car that's featured here. And then, of course, I have my playlist of my playthrough from a while ago on my channel. So I'll have the link to both the Eurotrack Masters Exhibition Series playthrough and the 2016 and 2017 or 2016-17 season of the Eurotrack Masters playthrough in the description box below. So if you're feeling nostalgic, do have it have a look, check out those place lists. Anyway, for this one, we're gonna take the new car, or new old car, Legacy of Performance, the thrill of DTM, the soul of Audi. All right, so of course I won this car with almost all 3 upgrades except for the body category, which I only needed to get 2 upgrades, which still costed me gold, but I didn't need to spend extra Motorsport dollars. Now, this series, the total rewards, there are some 79 gold and 79,000 Motorsport dollars as rewards total. And since it's a single car series with the 20 tiers, so that's 18 tiers of, I guess, 3 events per tier, except for 2 time trial tiers, which first one is at Suzuka and the second one at Monza. So some ways to go. And because this is a Motorsport series, I cannot just like use gold to unlock it instantly and show you what's available up ahead. So we'll have to just do some racing and make our way through. And since I am pretty close to maxing out the Motorsport dollar cap here, so you know, I think I can still get through tier 1 without maxing it out. But once I feel like I'm getting pretty close, I'll probably get that tier or stage 3 body upgrade on this car, make some room and make further progress or something like that. So anyway, so speaking of rewards though, out of 79 gold and 79,000 Motorsport dollar rewards available, first 25% completion will get you 10 gold and 10,000 Motorsport dollars, not 10 Motorsport dollars. That'll be kind of silly. And you will get that done in tier 5. So that would mean because you need to complete 14 events, right? So PR requirement tier 66.3. All right. And then the 50% completion, which pays you additional 15 gold and 15,000 motorsport dollars. So you need to complete 28 events. So 27 events plus time trial will do, right? And that means you are going to be in tier 10, right? So that requires PR 71. And then 75% completion pays out additional 21 gold and 21,000 motorsport dollars. You need to complete 41 events, and you will complete that in, I want to say tier 17. And yeah, that means you need PR 74.4. Of course, you need to complete both time trials, or ideally. And then, of course, 100% completion. You need to have a PR 78.2. And yeah, that pays out the remaining 33 gold and 33,000 motorsport dollar rewards. So with my current PR 75, I am gonna be able to complete 75% completion. And I would need to spend another like 200. Let's see, how much extra do I need to spend to reach the PR 78.2? I need to spend another 265 gold and some 841,000 motorsport dollars. So that can wait. Not in a rush. This is not Ferrari, so I anticipate there will be a upgrade discount that comes through at some point. So yeah, so that's a quick rundown of this Motorsport series. So now that's done, let's do some racing, shall we? All right, so tier 1, we are at 3 different circuits. Okay, we're not staying in the same place. All right, so Red Bull Ring Grand Prix speed record. All right, so let's find out what the target speed is gonna be. 231.2 kph. Yeah, I think that's quite doable in this car. And of course, we have long enough straights here at Red Bull Ring Grand Prix circuit. So here we go, and it's set by another one of these Audis, so right, because it's only a single car series, unfortunately. All right, so come on, 220. There we go, 232. And of course, because we won this car through limited series, early stages or early tiers of this series, we are probably going to be a little overpowered, which is a-okay. But I'll try to, whenever I can, win by minimal margin on things like speed snap, time, autocross or speed record. I'll try to keep the margin of victory relatively close in order to avoid some impossible goal a little bit further in this series, because PR requirement is gonna go higher, and even the flag bots will start to post some difficult numbers to beat if you're not careful. All right, so 500 fame points for that first victory, and 8,450 motorsport dollars is what it's worth. One lap around Red Bull Ring Grand Prix circuit. There you go. And we actually have different cars in here. Look at that. Even though it's a single car series, look at that. We got Vantage GT4, Audi R8 ALMS GT4, And do we have... Okay, we got the A5 Touring 2012. Maybe we'll see some Camaros, some Porsches. All right, that's I welcome that. I mean, even though we're racing only a single car, if the bots show up with a variety, I am all okay with that idea. All right, so on to the second race, elimination at Porsche Test Track, short on-road circuit. Let's see, let's check out this grid. Yeah, I didn't even notice the Aston Martin in the pre-race load screen in the last one. Look at this. That's good. This is a welcome surprise. I don't mind it at all. Alright. Some GT4s we're racing against. Alright, and... Alright, so one elimination complete. And second one just about to be done. There we go. Yeah, some of these Motorsports series, especially like in the endurance racing category, even early tiers, they do feature some longer races since, like they're endurance races. But certain other categories organized a little bit more conventionally, like you start up with a shorter race, and then as you go deeper in the series, as the PR requirement climbs up, the race length also increases. So we'll find out what kind of race we got coming up once we get to the Cup race after this elimination. Since if we start getting like long races from the beginning, that kind of sets the tone, you know what I mean? But yeah, I'm gonna be pretty, after this victory, I'm gonna be pretty close to that $5 million Motorsport dollar like career cap, or all the cap, right? The hard cap on that one. We'll see. I may have to spend some so my earnings don't just go to waste. All right. And that is the final elimination. There we go. Driving into the sunset. All right, 600 fame points for that. I get a feeling it's not going to pay out 11,000. Oh, it does. Okay, so fame points wasn't quite as high, but Motorsport dollar payout still 11,800. All right. So now we're up to 4,971,000 Motorsport dollars and change. So let's find out what the Cup race to wrap up this Motorsport series is gonna be. Because if it's gonna be like, okay, it's at Monza, so I would race like, I guess 3 laps will be okay. That'll max out, and then I'll have some spare change that goes to waste. But it says 2 laps, so it's gonna be like closer to 20,000. But that gets me pretty close to the 5 million cap. So yeah, maybe in tier 2 I'd have to get that upgrade to make some room in my Motorsport dollar bank. All right. So yeah, 2 laps. That's not all that extensive. So there's Camaro. There you go. All right. And on this 16 car grid. I guess we'll find out. Yep, 16 car grid. So we're starting out easy, shorter races. So I am anticipating the trend is going to be start with the short races, and then we'll start to tag on some longer races as the series go deeper, as we go deeper in this series. Alright, so and we got a TSM bot, a random TSM that is. So once the TSM starts to take over, obviously they are all going to be racing the same Audi A5 Touring that I'm racing here. So then the race will get more competitive, but it's gonna look kind of uniform, I guess, right? So I don't think can we customize this car? I should check probably. I never even bothered with if there is a customization option on this car. It's always fun to see others with the customized cars in your grid. They get you. Have you not pay attention to where you're racing, but just kind of admire their graphic design skills, as it were. Alright, so lap 1's gonna be lap 1, minute 49, but that is not a real lap time, is it now? Alright, how deep can we push? Okay. I guess we could have waited a little bit longer for the braking, but that's okay. Those are the type of things that you can kind of play around with when you're so far ahead in the lead. Alright. Yeah, handles like Audi. Most Audis in the game, pretty grippy. It's like between Porsche and Audi. Porsches are usually a little bit more speed-centric. They're pretty well, both of them are pretty well balanced, but generally speaking, when they're comparable racers from each manufacturer, Porsche generally are the speedsters, so they usually have like a better acceleration, maybe better top speed. But Audi generally is more of a gripper, so they will have a higher grip or shorter braking distance at the cost of maybe having a little bit slower acceleration or slower top speed. So yeah, depending on your driving style, you may prefer one over the other. So when you got the higher grip but like lower acceleration, like more on the Audi side, the momentum plays bigger key, because obviously you don't want to slow down because it takes longer for you to pick up the speed again. But of course on Porsche side, more on the speedster side, it kind of gets inverted. That equation gets inverted, right? Anyway, I mean, not exact math, because there are obviously braking distance that also plays a role. And I do believe they don't disclose this in the game, the weight of the car, right? But I like to think that does play a pretty significant role. Because, like, for example, all the like electric cars, they're generally heavier, because of the battery pack that has to power the car, right? And they don't handle quite like let's say normal petrol cars, right? Anyway, I guess 2 laps around Monza does put the car in service condition, critical condition. So okay, well, that's a start. So all right, get the cars in for service. It's gonna take a while to get it done. But we have unlocked tier 2 and we have completed tier 1. So 1 down, 19 more to go. Stay tuned and we'll catch you guys in the next video. All right, take care.